Hey everyone, my name's Gunther and welcome to Zoo Simulator. For those who were paying attention to the channel update, I did mention that I was going to have a few other games that we're going to kind of take a look at, and Zoo Simulator is like right up our alley. It's like a cross between a tycoon game, a simulator game, and Planet Zoo. You can't go wrong. So I have played a little bit with this game just to get a better understanding of what's going on, but let's dive right into a new game in Zoo Simulator. Now the really cool thing is you do get to pick your zoo name, and only because we've been working in Cedarbrook Park Zoo for so much lately, we're going to call it Cedarbrook Zoo. Apparently we have a character limit, and without further ado, let's dive in. Alright, so first things first, welcome to the zoo. The zoo was once a popular place to visit and provided shelter for many species. Its glory days are behind it, and now it stands empty. Can you restore it to its former glory? Your relative left you this property to take care of, and if you try, maybe we'll see visitors to the zoo again, and animals in need of a home. I would love to have a relative that had a zoo and then just gave it to me. I think that would be really cool. I've always wanted to work at a zoo, kind of what I went to school for, and then just never finished it and switched to something completely different. But I gotta say right off the bat, this music is super relaxing. And I think this is really what the game is meant to do. It's meant to have fun, just to relax, maybe learn a little bit, because there are some really cool details. But we have our zoo. Weirdly enough, maybe I haven't explored the game a whole lot, but there is no map, so we can't really see what the zoo looks like from here. But when we go into our very old, dilapidated looking office building, I'm going to go ahead and call it an office building. The only nice thing in here is this above average computer. We don't have a whole lot. It does give you a quick computer tutorial. Yeah, that's the right word, tutorial, letting you know how to use it and kind of see. We will eventually be able to update our shop and stuff like that. But let's get rid of that, and we are going to go ahead and buy a few things. So, as with any normal tycoon game, lots of stuff for us to worry about. We do have a cash balance. I don't even know what that symbol stands for, so I'm going to go ahead and say we have $45,000 in the bank. And we need to buy a welder, and you can buy a few other tools. Weirdly enough, I'm going to say my sister actually is a welder. So she found out I was welding in a game. I don't know how she would feel about that. I think she'd feel like I was cheating there a little bit. We also have to pick up some bars because we need to go repair our first animal exhibit. And I really like how some of this game works out. There's some mini games, there's some not mini games. They're pretty cool. Some of them are pretty weird looking though. But yeah, you can't go wrong. So now we have our welder. It's kind of dangerous just walking around with a welder in our hands. And we're going to go ahead and pick up our bars. It's kind of like our warehouse. I'm pretty positive everything that we order gets shipped to our warehouse. And then we have, of course, our inventory bar at the very bottom. From a tutorial perspective, I think it does a really good job. Which, at the end of the day, really, do you need a tutorial on how to run a zoo? Who knows? But we do need to patch our zoo. It kind of gives you a little bit of a heads up, but this is it's pretty easy. Let's place our bars, suspiciously already fitting the hole, and then we'll go ahead and weld it. If my sister ever found out that this was how they enacted welding in this game, I think she would die. But that's it's not too bad from a welding perspective. I did a pretty good job, if I don't say so myself. I've actually been looking forward to this game only because I've always wanted to kind of get a better, more personal look with some of the animals and stuff like that. And we just don't really get that in Planet Zoo, so that's why I've kind of been looking forward to this one. So we can adopt animals. We have to go back to our computer to do so. And weirdly enough, I'm pretty sure they're going to have us adopt a rhinoceros. Yeah, our white rhino. We have a few options. So this is actually what I kind of like. It does let us know what kind of food they require, their age, and then if they're female or male. In this case, we have 4 female white rhinos, but it also gives us a little bit of a bio of who they are. And I think this is really cool because obviously they put some thought into it, and they actually they rotate out every few minutes. So we have the white rhino looking for a new home for a calm and gentle rhino who has been alone in the enclosure so far. She loves treats and will easily settle into a group with other individuals. We have a rhino from South Africa. Her mother was poached. That's terrible. A little shy and distrustful, but with little love and attention, she will make a wonderful zoo resident. We have a settle and calm character, naps on gentle plays. what makes her an exceptionally charming creature for visitors. An adventurous streak, enjoys exploring hidden corners of the habitat and showing off its energetic nature with spirited runs. You know what? I feel the need to give a home to this young white rhino, so we're going to go ahead and adopt. Oh, look at that. We have a nice little map. We have 4, 8, 11. Did I count that right? Yeah, I think so. So we are going to place them in the sunny savannah, and we will adopt. Now, the really cool thing, and this is actually what I really like about it, because, again, some games just really don't think this far in advance. Your rhino doesn't just appear magically. You actually have a transportation crate that you have to release them from, which I thought was pretty cool. We also get to name our rhino, and I'm going to go ahead and name our first rhino Aurora. I feel like it's fitting. So Aurora has just become the first resident of the zoo. Remember to take care of it because neglected animals may be taken away from you. We definitely don't want that to happen. And also remember to close enclosure gates as animals feel uncomfortable with open enclosures. I also feel uncomfortable with open enclosures. And our info board. So nothing too fancy, but it kind of gives us a little bit of an understanding of what we're doing. We're lacking some fun, relaxation, and social. Maybe we need to pick up another rhino. But we need to approach the faucet. Just gonna leave that gate open for now. So this is kind of the cool part, is you actually have to go in and feed and water all of your animals. So I can definitely see this taking a lot longer. So maybe we will kind of skip over quite a bit. We also have a food trough, nothing too special, and a bunch of green rocks, which are kind of concerning. So super easy. We just gotta go buy some food among some other things. I think because we're stuck in a tutorial, I'm more of a mind to just buy everything all at once. I wish we didn't have to go through that. But I do know that they're gonna have us pick up some food, so we're gonna go ahead and buy the food. And I want to get, I think that's it. Oh, look, we have Step Valley, Old Reserve, Wild Clearing. I like the names for the habitats. I think it's pretty fitting. We need to get our food from the warehouse. I'm very curious how they kind of deliver the food here. Premium animal feed. Makes you wonder if there's a non-premium animal feed that you can purchase. What if you're not doing so hot for money? We only had 45,000, and weirdly enough, we bought a rhino for less than 7. Here's some kibble. I don't know how I feel about this. Good enough. Maybe we'll close the gate this time. You can see hunger. Well, I wonder where their stress is. Don't see that really changing. But we need to get a pressure washer. So those green rocks are not green for fun. They're actually just really dirty rocks. I don't think I've ever seen a rock turn green with dirt. I guess maybe because of moss and I want to say algae, but that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Man, I actually kind of like this game though. For what it is, again, like I said, a really relaxing game, and I think that's really what it's meant to be. Just sit back, have some fun, and manage a zoo. I'm very curious though if they'll give us a second zoo, or if we can have multiple zoos kind of on the go. And now we get to relive Power Wash Simulator. Super easy. All we have to do is clean the rocks. Nothing too fancy. Although that water looks really concerning. Kind of like how it's doesn't seem like water, it seems more like a noodle. Hang on. Yeah, it seems like a noodle that just kind of flops around. That is not the image I was going for, I'm not gonna lie. Although I think the range on this is pretty high, actually. Yeah, see, you can stand in one place and just power wash the entire habitat. %50 complete, 50% clean. Not quite good enough. It's kind of relaxing though. This was, just minding my own business, running my zoo. Never thought I'd be able to say that in real life. Maybe one day. Kind of like a nice break from Planet Zoo in the sense that if you're stumped for like what a habitat would look like, I feel like this might just provide a little bit of extra inspiration, because everybody finds inspiration from wherever, and I don't think this is any different. Oh, that range on this water is wild. Just like that, we have a clean habitat, and now I think it is time for us to finally open and take a look at what we're doing. You know what? We may actually pick up a second rhino as well, just to make our current, just to get Aurora to be a little bit happier. Okay, the zoo status. We will toggle this open. You have just opened your zoo, and the first visitors are starting to show up and express their opinions. Keep an eye on what people are saying to ensure a better reputation for your zoo and consequently greater profits. The money from tickets is your primary source of income, and the more animals you have, the higher the price of the admission ticket. So I guess we don't really have to set the admission price, which is kind of nice. Oh yeah, so we have 35,000 left. We've spent 10,000. Oh, and it kind of gives you like a nice like little breakdown. Now, I did mention, let's adopt another rhino. We have one male, so we'll go for the male. Pretty aged at 39. I don't know, what is the normal lifespan of a rhino? With a quiet nature who enjoys long naps and playing in the mud. I want to say I also enjoy long naps and playing in the mud. Who knows? So it does look like we can only have 3 rhinos in this particular habitat. But you know what? Nothing too bad about that, actually. So now it's just kind of like a waiting game. We have to wait and see what's gonna happen. Let's release our new rhino, and let's come up with a name. I like Maximus. Sounds like a powerful, strong name. Make sure that our gate is closed, and we've seen Maximus added to our board. I actually kind of like this, that you can kind of see like a quick balance. Oh, animal traits. Aurora likes to play, likes to be sprayed, and balance. Wait a second. Hold up. Where's the rhino? Oh my god, you can actually like spray them down. Did that do anything? That make Aurora happier? It did make Aurora happier. Look at that. They already had us food. Nah, they're not out of food. Get out of here. You have so much food left over. But we did get our first opinion, so let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah. Who would have thought running a zoo is so easy? Should just do this in real life, I think. Here's the $1 million question. Where do you go to find... Here we go. Rhinos have an empty enclosure. They need more decorations. So we have 0 enclosure appearance, 100% cleanliness, and 67% population. Is that? I wonder if it's like tracking the total population or like how happy the guests are about it. But either way, we need to go buy some decorations for our enclosure. I like this log cabin, just truly random. Press V to enter decoration mode. What do we get to play with? I don't care about that. We have food and water, bed and shelter, enclosure enrichments. That's what we need. So the entire process is actually set up for a controller. I'm using keyboard, which I prefer keyboard, but hey. So we have a horn scratcher. Let's stick this somewhere nice. We can rotate. What else can we do? Some toy. We have some toy. Okay, hang on. We have a hedge. What's that look like? I wish you could sink this down a little bit, but I guess it's not a bad thing. Another hedge. Oh, it's kind of nice. And we have a scratcher. Oh, every rhino needs a scratcher. Let's stick it like right over here. Yeah, that makes sense because like looks like our habitat entrance or like our viewing station is right here. So this makes the most sense because they'll be right front and center. And we have toys. Oh, little Skittle. Is that what these are called? I thought these were called like bowling pins. I never would have thought this would have been called a Skittle. I'm kind of like on the fence about these toys, more so because like if you look at it, it has a giant block at the bottom, so it's not really you can do anything with it. It's kind of upsetting because I feel like it would have been a really cool. We have a parasail. Wait a second. We'll do one right there. And then I feel like we need like a third one. I wish we could just like kind of lower it down a little bit though. Okay. It doesn't look half bad at all. Let's give you a little wash down. There we go. Maximus likes the he likes the hose. Are they happier with us? No. What are we doing? We need to buy a hammer, shovel, and we need to do some other stuff. Okay. Hammer, buy, shovel, purchased. So I'm wondering when like they're gonna let me go like free and just do whatever I want. Tutorials are meant to be quick, and this just doesn't feel that quick from a tutorial perspective. I want to go build. That's all I want to do. I want to play with the animals. Okay. This is another habitat. We are in Forestboro. I kind of like this. This looks really cool. But we have to destroy this shelter, I think. That's how strong I am. Just like one shot takes down an entire wall. Maybe that's why I'm allowed to walk around with the rhinos in their habitat. I feel like that would be one of the most terrifying things to do in real life is to walk in a habitat with rhinos without any protection. Could you imagine just like how that would look, or like how concerning that would be? Like, don't get me wrong, like rhinos are fantastic creatures. I would love to go and hang out with a rhino, but like, do you want to risk that at the same time? And I think that's like $1 million question. I would probably pay that much money to go hang out with a rhino in person. I think that would be pretty cool. So yeah, I mentioned in the community post, so for those who didn't missed it, I've kind of been missing Planet Zoo. I've been sucked into Baldur's Gate 3. I've been kind of like doing an honor mode run, and that game sucks your life up. So I've been doing that a lot lately, but I have some good news. One, probably gonna take a little bit of a break from Baldur's Gate. I keep on restarting my run because something happens and I'm not happy with it. Even though I haven't lost, it's just not happy with it. So I'll restart it and just continues to suck up all the time. Oh, where'd it go? If only trash cans were that easy. We have a new opinion. But yeah, so I've been playing a lot of that game, and then Planet Zoo's kind of been put on the back burner. Although I did boot it up today for the first time, or not today, rather the other day when I was recording this. And what are we doing? Opinions. So yeah, so I thought it was pretty cool in the sense that the information board by the Rhino enclosure looks like it's about to fall off. It holds only on one bolt. That sentence does not make sense. But yeah, so I went back into it. We're still in Cedar Brook Park Zoo, which is really like we have one more episode of our habitat to go before we maybe switch back over to Iguazu, because of course I haven't forgotten Iguazu. For those who remember Iguazu, we've kind of finished our temple section. We had one last area for that section to do. And I was looking for some feedback in the comments, and I got a few suggestions, and I think I know what we're going to do. It's going to be a small habitat, not a walkthrough habitat, because I just really don't know if habitat should be walkthrough. But I kind of digress. Here is our correct the board. So what's to say here? Don't feed the rhinos. Don't antagonize the rhinos. Don't litter. I can agree with that. Oops. So when I was first playing this game, I was like, man, like not a whole lot of mini games for this. And then I got to this mini game and I was like, what? Oh, that was rude. Can you see I'm working here? Jeez. So yeah, we are back in Planet Zoo. Gonna have a few episodes. Coincidentally, at the time of recording this, it's actually the start of my vacation. For those who don't know, it's actually my birthday in a few days. So we're gonna go do some stuff for that. So I'm taking some time off to go and hang out with my significant other and just enjoy some fun times. But it's also given me some free time to do some more Planet Zoo, which I think is the important thing. So it means more Planet Zoo for you guys. We definitely have an update coming for our Community Zoo 2 project. Community Zoo 2 project. That is that's what we're calling it. We have quite a few additional habitats that have been added in, so it's going to be time for us to take a tour. So you're going to expect to see that coming soon as well. What do we have to do? Computer and buy a tablet and check opinions on the tablet. So does that mean we don't have to come back here anymore? Because that would be fantastic. Press tab to open the tablet. Oh, it includes a map. Oh, here are there's too few animals in the zoo. The information, okay. Well, of course there's too few animals. So does that mean we open the encyclopedia and check the enclosure size requirements in the needs tab? Interesting. So do we mean I get to pick? Yo, there's actually quite a few. Okay, hang on. What habitat? We have forest burrow. So we need something that's going to fit in a forest burrow. Not a fennec. A red panda, maybe. An ostrich. I feel like it's going to be the red panda. How big is this? Small. 1 to 2, group size males. Forest, small. Okay, I think this works. So it looks like we're going to adopt some red pandas. Wait, what are we doing? Use the computer to adopt an animal suitable to the size. Release the new animal. Did we not do that? Adopt animal? Weird. Do we not have any red pandas? Oh, is it going to tell me I have to adopt an ostrich or a gazelle? Hang on. No, I wanted a red panda, though. Small. Steppe. That's not a steppe habitat, though. How do you know what kind of habitat that? Well, obviously it would be forest. So I think maybe it's just a waiting game at this point while we try to get some red pandas or... Can't do grizzly bear. That would be pretty cool to have a grizzly bear, though. Yo, yeah, red panda makes the most sense. Because it's a forest. Yeah, it has to be a red panda. This is like a game. Why don't you give me red pandas? Okay, well, we're gonna wait a little bit. But in the meantime, let's take a quick tour of our zoo. We have our. I feel like this is like the backstage area. So this is nobody else is allowed back here. We have this really huge habitat though. I feel like this might be like perfect for a habit. Like a. Can we get elephant? Can we get elephants? Can get elephants. I like the fact that it gives you like a little bit of a tidbit of who they are, which I think is pretty important. So maybe we'll do elephants here. I feel like this might be a perfect, just from like looking at it like all the way over here, I feel like this might be a perfect lion habitat over there. And then maybe like a grizzly. This looks like a grizzly bear habitat. It's pretty cool. I like how this is kind of set up. It's a small zoo. I wonder if there's going to be other zoos available to us. Can we adopt an animal yet? So we still have to buy animals from the computer in the office. Can't get it on the tablet. Kind of frustrating. Maybe we can update that down. We can like upgrade that over the after a little while. This makes no sense. Okay, you know what? We're gonna just bite the bullet. Probably gonna do a gazelle. Doesn't make sense. I realize that. No, it doesn't make sense. It's Thompson's gazelle. This is gonna be a bad idea. I already know it. Cheater. All right, let's see. We also need to buy vegetables and fruit. Let's pick that up while we are here. Do we not have... Where's our vegetables and fruits? Oh, right here. Thank you. All right, let's see if maybe we can get this to work. Let's hope the gazelle will work. And you know what? We're going to name this gazelle Amber. Don't ask me why. I don't know. And we'll go ahead and fill up the water bowl or the water trough. I wouldn't call this a bowl, but that's just me. Maybe it's a Canadian thing. Who knows? And we already bought vegetables and fruit. Let's go ahead and fill this up. And we have a new opinion. Wanted to use the toilet, but it's disgusting. So we can go to renovations. Oh, okay, here we go. In Renovations tab, you can renovate old buildings and other elements that require thorough metamorphosis. That is not the word I would have used for this place. All you have to do is pick up the element you want to renovate and buy it. It'll be automatically renovated. Any element can be viewed by clicking on a tile. Okay, so we can go to buildings. Toilet. We'll buy that for a hefty $2,000. Ticket booth, zoo entrance, warehouse. Oh, you can add plants. Okay, I kind of like this. So it adds like a little bit of flavor. I thought that's pretty cool. We can also update our office. What else is under other? Pergolas, fences, enclosure gates, boards. What are the enclosure gates? We can upgrade. We have to upgrade our tool driver. Oh, interesting. So we can upgrade it to level 2, and it just means we can only have to do 2 times to screw in. Okay, so I see the benefit of doing this. Can we upgrade anything else? No. Oh, we can upgrade the shovel. And we don't have the wrench. All right, I'm gonna fix the next information boards. Let's go fix this, and then we're gonna call it a day. I don't even know if we're supposed to be walking right here, but I'm going to do it anyway. I like the idea of taking a zoo and then improving it. The concept is really cool, and I'm really looking forward to it. So expect to see more of this. It's an easy game I can play actually in the evenings when I'm kind of just looking to relax or decompress, which, like, if you're looking to do the same, this game's perfect to do that. It's actually really laid back. So far, anyway, we haven't explored too much. But let me know what you think of Zoo Tycoon. We are definitely going to have a few more episodes on the channel for sure. I really want to see how this zoo is going to shape up and how we can improve it. Really looking forward to that. But if, yeah, let me know your thoughts on this game. Let me know if you want to pick it up, if you want to see more of it. I'm really curious to know what you guys think. And also, I'm terrible at choosing animal names, so maybe pick a few. Place them in the comments below, and we'll change some animal. I don't think we can change any animal names, but when we adopt new animals, we'll pick some names from there. I think that's a perfect way of doing it. Otherwise, I just want to say thank you so much for supporting me and the channel. Really appreciate it. And as always, ciao for now.